Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 8. I'm starting this episode straight away after the huge events of the last episode. A lot of stuff I need to fix. I've already removed all our troops, and now I'm going to get this back down to where it was, which was I think 15%. So we'll fix that. We've got insolvency here, which is saying we don't actually have enough community work to do what we need. And we've also got this, there was insufficient population to fulfill the armies, but that's all covered now. I've removed the armies and I'm getting our community work back where it needs to be. The jobs are fulfilling, and there's a lot for us to do. I need to take a look at all these new policies. So we've unlocked government salaries. We don't have barter yet, but government salaries now obviously pays our officials, and as I covered in my update video, this is really important now in Ymir. It's no longer, oh, maybe and maybe. It is, you need to do that. We've also got the tribal, sorry, that was already a tribal councils. We've got terror patrols. So this reduces culture, life quality and approval, but massively increases authority. So this is an example of one of the new sort of like Nazi-like, or the very fascist, militaristic dictatorships, which I really find fascinating, that you can go for a more dictatorship or a republic-style democracy. Really find that interesting. We've also got summary executions, which is just a less rate of the terror patrols. Increases authority, but reduces approval rate and life quality. I'm not doing either of them. I want to lead quite a peaceful democracy or a republic. Make friends of our neighbours, do a lot of trade, but if things get really bad, I may need to decide to do those other things. Protect of the people. We lose oligarchy support, but the military importance increases, which means that the bigger our military, the more legitimacy we get. Again, this costs upkeep and state power. I'm not going to do any of that. But this is it. The most important stuff. Leadership. More state power. More superiority. We get oligarchs, which are really important in this game now. We get a lead role. And oligarchs now actually mean something. But we need to get the chiefs at. So government. Chiefs at 50 wood. 40 stone, 30 hammers we've got nailed. But 50 wood. Wow. And I want this chiefs at right, like, in the centre of town, really, in this. Actually, no, I think I want the chiefs at built on this hill. And that's why I haven't built any fields in the rest of this hill, because I want to reserve this for our government buildings. In fact, I think I'm going to move these farms elsewhere. I'll have to have a think about that. But chiefs at, that's a building we now need to work towards. And it's just the wood. I can't actually afford any more woodcutters. And the simple reason is we don't have much more wood on the map. So I'm going to have to work on that one. What else have we got? We've got political bribes, increased oligarchical support, people's approvals go down, representative approvals go down. So that increases our legitimacy. Nepotism, leader superiority, oligarchy superiority, but in conflict increases and population culture goes down. So this is favoriting the oligarchs, but it pisses off our villagers, obviously. I'm not going to redo any of that. I'm just going to go for leadership. I'm going to stop making javelins because I want more wood. And we've also got tons of javelins. I know that I removed the militia, so I'm going to get the militia back. But we have got a lot of javelins. I'm going to put the militia over here. So we can build settlers. Yes. I just forgot about that. We just literally done this, haven't we? Got that, sorry. So we can build settlers to get our hamlets up. So I'm going to get doing that now. I'm reforming the militia here. And it's going to be what it was before, which is 15. Insufficient community work. Okay. I'll have to see where our community work goes. But I am really pleased. So we need the chief's hut to get leadership further, but we don't need leadership to build hamlets. We only needed settlers, but we couldn't get them. But now we can with the leader's knowledge. Let's get some settlers, and I'm gonna give, because it's only farming communities, so I don't need many people. I'm gonna say 9 people. Well, I'll go 10 porcos. Oh, we need community work. I'm gonna set this to 20. Okay, I'll have to come back and get that done when we get more community work, but we're gonna need to settle. I'm actually gonna scout out some places to settle. The guys, like I said, blocked me off here. I want to obviously claim these, but I don't want hamlets there just yet. Reason is because we haven't actually got metallurgy unlocked, so I don't want to waste a hamlet there where there's not much farming potential. So I'm going to seize this one here. That also stopped the guy from coming and taking this one. And it also gives me a nice chance to grab that one, but he'll probably block me in there. Okay, so I now have the community work. I really had to increase that all the way up to 40%. But we now have enough to support the settlers while they're gathering action points. So it's going to be 10 settlers, or 10 porcos, and then 10 sows. And I'm not going to put any carriers in because we can use our main army just to transport the goods needed. But what I'm going to equip them with is just a good amount of hammers. I think that's actually it. We'll probably need to build a well. How much is a well? 8 hammers, 5 wood, so I'll give them a little bit more wood. Yeah, that's enough just to get started, and I'll use my main army just to transport goods over to them, such as hoes. And we'll see if we can supply enough apples. Hi guys, and welcome back. So, it's been quite a few hours, but the settlers are now ready. And I'm going to settle on this tile to the right. And the reason I've settled this tile on the right is so I can't get blocked in too much by this guy. I obviously do want these hill tiles, but it's more unlikely he'll settle a hamlet on this tile. So I want to get this one. Oh, this one's better below, but I can claim this always. So let's get settling. And it's going to be parent territory, Redderwood. So an outpost. Yeah, these are small remote, so it's the same as before. Small remote territories just to get some resources. Wow, I thought territories would cost state power. They only cost administration. That's really interesting. I'm going to call our hamlet... what should I call it? I'm going to call it... Appleville. It's going to be producing a lot of apples. I'm going to put a space in between Appleville. Appleville. No, I'm going to leave that as one. Can't make my mind up. Appleville. There we go. And settle. So now we've got a little territory. I've also been kindly gifted the salt idea by somebody. Salt does nothing at the moment, but it will go. I think either giving us the next level butcher or the next granary building. I don't know, but it goes to give us some sort of granary building. It needs artisans, and I'm going to get that now. We don't need it, but it's good just to get it out of the way and done. We've now got this hamlet done, though. Appleville, 15 hammers and 5 wood. I'm going to drop off quite a lot more stuff. All these apples I'm going to take. To match that, I'm going to get 12 hoes as well. So 12 apples, 12 hoes. I'm not sure if we'll need... if there will be any animals there. I'm pretty sure there are though, so I'm going to bring some javelins. Yeah, well, I think it's 3 javelins. So I'll bring the 3 javelins. I'm going to build more hammers. 6 more hammers. Pottery, shell, stone, wood. And yeah, we'll bring more wood as well. So that's everything. And then we're going to move over there and drop that all off. And we're now going to set up our new hamlet. Very excited to see how it all works and to see how much more we can grow. So now we've got rid of those settlers as well. We don't need as much community work. So I'm going to set this down to 20% and we'll see if that still gives us an equilibrium. Because actually, at these high values, we're not fully getting all our apples because the farmers don't have enough percentage work left. Okay, so now we're in the basics. We need a well. I'm going to get a well over here. This is interesting. I don't need to carry stuff over because it shares it with the territory. Look, we see in white 13 hammers, but in yellow 86 leather. So that's really fascinating. We don't need to actually individually carry stuff over. It's directly connected to our main base. It has no hunting spots. That's really annoying. The territory below us has hunting spots. Okay, but this one doesn't. It's got no hunting spots, and it's only got cotton. So this will be a good, yeah, good area to get cotton. But yeah, I'm gonna get that one there, and then this one here. I'm gonna get those 2 farms, and the rest I'm gonna get placed somewhere else. So this territory is rubbish, apart from the fact it's got lots of nice fertility 3 and some good defensive spots. Everything else rubbish. No water, no hunting spots, no food. It really is only good for a hamlet. While we're here, though, we've got 2 civ points. We've got one from the revoking of water, and another from our cultural level up. So I'm actually going to revoke water again. Revoke this trait. Yes. And now I'm going to put 1 more into apples. I want to put 2 more into apples. Definitely 1 more. That's really important. Or do I want to put 1 more into... It's not pottery or leather or any of these others. And I don't care about getting clothes just yet. So I think... I'm not sure about putting it into apples. We're already producing quite a lot of apples. Maybe cotton? But no, we don't actually need cotton at the moment. And you can see here, cotton only gets a 10% increase. Cows also only get a 10% increase as well. I think maxing out apples this early on is useful. I'm going to have to think about that one. But we've definitely got 1 extra in the apples. Let's see what else there is we can build. How many workers will we have spare? We've got 11 workers. So 3, 6. And then I'm going to get some more over here. And I'm going to build a nice stone fence just around them. Around these little farming bits. But we've also unlocked dirt roads now. So I want to start decorating all my my places. But I think I'm going to get cattle farms as well. So cattle farm. The state of the territory doesn't allow more than 5 production buildings. I see. So that's frustrating. The well counts as a production building. That's... Oh, actually, but I'm sure actually a water collector would as well. So we can only have 4 farms. Okay, that's good to know. So actually, 3, 6, 9, 12... That's alright then. 11 was a perfect number because we can only house 12 workers anyway. So once we've got 12 workers, all the extra food I'm going to send back to Redderwood. For Appleville is ready. And actually, even though it's called Appleville, it's half apples, half cotton. But we've now got a place to get all our cotton production up and all our apple production. We're going to be racing ahead. But I want more. I want more hamlets. Now I know they only cost administration. I want more. And obviously administration is still important because you can see here it affects the waste. So if we come to the community balance, waste, and local administration now is causing an 8% increase in the waste. But these hamlets are useful. They're really useful. And I also want to seize control of some of these areas so other people don't get them. Also have our army here, and I'm going to use the army to actually gather wood from these trees because I really want that chief's hut. 13 wood, that's it, not very much. Okay. Now though, now that we put an extra civ point into apples, look, I mean, we're producing 15.7 apples. We've absolutely hit our ideal need, and we're producing lots of surplus. So I'm definitely not going to put another civ point in apples just yet, but I need to find out what I want to put it into. Could be cows, but I'm not sure actually if I want to put it into clothes, because now we're producing so much cotton, and we're going to be growing our population. You can see here, 10 new inactives. I think it may be wise to put it into cloves. It improves our life quality even more. And then we're working on an industry already. So that could be quite good. Okay, guys, so here we go. I've placed roads and just decorated our town a little bit more. I always love spending the extra time just to decorate the towns I make and just make them look nicer, because not only does it look nice, people click on them and have a look at them, I also just like it more. It just makes them feel a bit more special and unique, and I do slightly different designs to every city I make. But yeah, I just added some hedges around these buildings and filled in the gaps that I left for roads. They don't do anything, but I just like what it looks like. What I'm also thinking about, guys, is whether I get more settlers, because I do want to get those hamlets, but looking at this, I will need to increase community work once more. And also, there isn't really very much I can use the hamlets for at the moment. Well, ever, really. It's just for mining, collecting wood, farms and pastures. But actually, I'm okay for cotton for now. Fine for apples. I do need more cows though. But when I say that, I don't know if I... Yeah, no, I will get a new settler. So I'm going to have to up community work back up 35%. And then I'm going to do the same as before, where I'm going to get another 10 people going to this new place. And I'm going to get it just below us. So back down to 484 score. But I really want that 60 wood. 50 wood, I mean, for the chief's hut. Yeah, I really want this building, and I want to get it up here. I could get it down here. I could actually. I could get it down here to start with, and then move it up here in the future. I need to have a think, but wherever I put it, it's really important, and I need it. Okay, so we've got the community work back again. I am gonna get more settlers. That's the same as before, which is 10 and 10. Okay, and then we just need to wait for them to get more action points, and I'll get them settled down below. The thing is, now we're actually massively fulfilling apples. We are really going to be growing quite a bit. So I just need to fulfill meat, but to do that, I want to get the cattle ranches set up in our new hamlet to the south. And then I want to move on to fulfilling leather clothes and cloves, which I actually will be able to do now that we're going to be... Because once we fulfill meat, it'll also at the same time, as a byproduct, create the leather. And then after that, it'll be cloves, which actually we're already doing with the cotton. So things are going very good. And after all saying this, I am going to put an extra one into cows. After I've done this, I'm going to put the rest of our sieve points into cotton, or at least a few more, because we're going to be producing a lot of cotton. But that is all for this episode, guys. I have got enough done. I'm happy with what I've got done. I have set up a new hamlet, on the way to setting up a second hamlet, decorated the cities a bit, and we've explored what the new leadership in this update is actually all about, and it's quite interesting. It's at least a lot better than what leadership used to be. So anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. I can see more and more of you are subscribing as you're watching in, so thanks for doing that. But still, a massive amount of you guys aren't subscribed, so if you could, really appreciate that. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in episode 9.